Hey everybody, it's Carlos369 Pro. Today we're going to be talking about Pokemon investing. Not Pokemon. Pokemon. We're going to talk about Pokemon, guys. So I'm going to be talking about two things, maybe three, in this video. The first thing we're going to talk about is reviewing Ascended Heroes. My thoughts on this set, long term, short term, mid term. I think this set is good. I think that the set is strong. And I do think that there's there's good cards in there. There's chases in there. There's things that we as collectors want to pull to have in our collections. I as well. I do have chase cards in Ascended Heroes. So I think that if something is, I think I use this on my scale in my personal opinion, but I think that if I want these cards, this set is going to be good. If there's cards that I want in this set, it's still going to be good, even though that's not a. I'm not saying that this is a baseline indicator that whatever I want is the correct thing. I could be wrong, but I've opened one of these. I like the art. I like the design that they had. I like the logo, the Pokemon Center. This box was literally like, it did spike down the first day of release, guys. People were wanting to sell these for like 200, 240. People were offloading these like crazy. Oh my goodness, someone subscribed. Cool. um People were offloading these products literally by the cases. Like, I don't know how bad people were offloading, but I mean, I offloaded one of mine, the spare one I had, the extra one I had, at the very low prices, not too low, but it's definitely, I didn't definitely sell it for this much. It's spiked up right now. If I held it for a month, I would have made a little bit more, but a lot more, but I didn't care. I wanted to open one, wanted to see what was in the hits. Should a better deal would have been to traded one of these for two regular ETBs. Could have had a better chance to hit the good cards, the chase cards. Ascended Heroes at 109. It's gone down. We've seen that, you know, a lot of people comparing this. Is this better than Mega? Is this better than Prismatic Evolutions? I think, let's look at this. I think that this set is better than Prismatic Evolutions. I think that there's a lot more, um, you know, stronger stuff in here. I do think that the Mega Gengar EX, the Dragonite, the Pikachu, the Gold cards, the Rockets Mewtwo, all these top six cards, some of these as well, the IRs, the Mega Attack Rares are awesome, insane too, SIRs and stuff. They're really nice. I really like this set. Really like the colorful uh, palette. I think it's a nice palette that they made. Not sure what the intention was of Ascended Heroes. I don't know, but it goes well. It coincides. It's like a good dish. It's like eating a good meal and being satisfied with that meal. That's how I see Ascended Heroes. It's a satisfying meal. Pull rates are supposedly, I think they're the same as Prismatic, but maybe a little bit better, but I think that the palette, the colorful designs, the appeal gives it the strong, incentive to open, to chase, to maybe keep sealed for the long term. I don't know. Reprints. The talk about reprints for this set. I do think that product is going to come out. Um, but as we've seen this year so far, guys, for the past year, if you haven't been here in this hobby for too long, literally when I came in this hobby back in 2025, the start of 2025, there was no product, guys. Literally, you could not find anything in these stores. Everything was bought up, botted. It still is, but literally for a whole year, guys, already. We're already in March. It's been a whole year and 2, 3 months, and we've only gotten, the only thing that you can get is maybe some restocks if you're lucky. You look and hunt, but everything's gone. So, and Pokemon hasn't reprinted like booster boxes, ETB dumps, anything like that. We haven't seen that. Maybe some Pokemon restocks on the Pokemon Center, some of those things, if you can get those. But for like big box stores and stuff, there has been, but people just are waiting in line at 3 a.m. For the drop every single weekend, every single week, day in, day out. And I've done that too. I've camped out for the releases of the booster boxes for Mega Evolution, and yeah, but That's crazy, guys. It's insane. It's really insane. I'm going to be camping more when I get my vacation from my job. So when I get my vacation days, my time off, I'm going to be using those days to go to the drops, at least the booster box drops for the new upcoming sets or specialty sets. I'll be doing that, posting it on YouTube. But talking about the Ascended Heroes is that I think it's a good set. The prices have come down. I think so far. I think these are some price stabilization. Let's check out Mega Dragonite EX. This one was a pretty cool card. There's not really much price data or volatility. Um, I don't know. We haven't got any price points yet, but I think it's still so new. Not really too new, but yeah, it's gone down. It's some sold at 600, a lot sold at 450. Lowest is 440. So it's still hovering around these prices, guys. The Pokemon this hasn't crashed, as people would want it to happen. It should. Once more product releases, we're gonna have more, cards, more illustration rares, more, all these sets, all these different cards. Um, Man, this phone link thing is crazy. Um, yeah, and I think like I said, you know, the cards are gonna come down in price, but talking about things that are coming down in price, let's talk about the things that are going up in price. I know I'm late, guys. I'm definitely late to the news, but we got to talk about 151, guys. We have to talk about 151. I can't make Pokemon content without talking about 151, right? Guys, this has gone up another run up within this month. Basically, a month ago, near the ending of the month, those things have gone up 30%, guys, from its 440s to now 600 is the lowest you can get these boxes, guys. The singles have gone insane. Some of these singles are insane. Guys, you know what I should have done? 151 for this card, guys? Holy moly. I have not even seen these prices, guys. I haven't checked it like this, dog, but what? That is insane, guys. That is insane. $90, dude? I think I sold this for like 35 bucks. 40 bucks, guys. Oh my gosh, I should have holded it. But $51, I sold this for like 35. All right, guys. That's crazy, guys. I think I also actually got an offer from somebody who wanted to sell his cards, and he had like two of these, one of these. I think it was like $300. I didn't want to pay because I didn't have the money at the time. I think he wanted like 230. I was gonna do. He wanted a 230. It was worth like 300. I didn't have the money. I was too broke, guys. I'm too broke, guys. And then now that same collection, I still had it saved. It was worth 750, guys. Holy moly! Because it was like basically all 151. My thoughts on this, I do not know. This is crazy. This is some crazy stuff, guys. If you held 151, if you invested in 151, if you just kept buying singles, dollar cost averaging, buying, every so often, like stock market, you would have been up right now. You would have outperformed already the stock market, guys. Just by 151, buying 151 all year, singles, sealed at those price points, you would have been up. But am I gonna buy this? I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't. I don't know. The appeal for 151 is nice. Like chasing this Charizard is cool, but like since I can't find any packs, I just don't need it. Like I don't necessarily want it. I do want the Charizard from Phantasmal Flames because I feel like that set is going to be a lot more available. I've gotten a lot more lucky with the you know restocks and finding packs in the wild. I've opened up quite a bit of Phantasmal Flames, and I'm still going for that SIR Charizard. But for this one, the packs were very expensive. You know, at least for me, in my case, I'm not saying that these are not expensive. I'm not saying that 151 isn't expensive. At least from my viewpoint, I remember buying these tins at Target. I bought 2 tins for $12, $13 after tax, and now it's 25 a pack. If I held and not opened those packs, I would have had like $200 right there. Those $100 worth in packs, and spent what, 25 bucks, 30, $26 on in retail. So 151, guys, is a crazy set. It has been going up a lot. Should you buy? I would say for the higher end stuff, I would say kind of. I don't know. I don't have an opinion because, like I said, I'm so new. But this set is strong, guys. I think it's a very strong set. I remember getting these Zapstos things, but I flipped them, guys. Oh my gosh. But you know, oh my gosh. Look at this, 840 on 2 boxes of Destined Rivals. That's 420. That's pretty. I don't know. That's pretty good, I guess. If you could buy it, I don't know if I want to say you want to buy it. I don't know. I think this is a very good set compared to 179 a bundle, guys. Oh my goodness. I remember people were trying to offload these for 90, guys. Dang, guys. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, the phone link is crazy. I have a phone link to download PDFs and stuff, but oh my gosh. Guys, that's crazy. Insane how Pokemon can run up so crazy. Compared to these sets, there's some good stuff, but I think um I don't know, now that I've talked about those two things. Oh, this thing too, the first partner collection thing, oh my goodness. $50. $50. $50 for that's a cool stuff. I feel like these are gonna get put out in shelves, but people are gonna buy them. But that's crazy, guys. This is the first. Well, we have the Pokemon Day, but this is gonna be the first couple products of the 30th anniversary. Definitely would buy this if I were you, but not at that price. I don't know. Perfect Order, guys. Let's talk about Perfect Order. We did talk about Perfect Order last time, and we were talking about why was this price point justified? How is this price point justified? Now it's selling at 230. It was selling before at like 250. I can't check, but they sold around 250. Yeah, 250 was the top, and now they're selling at 220 to 250 still. They've dropped down. I think it's close. Like I said, this box, I don't know why people are buying this up, but it's cool though. I'm not gonna lie, because the artwork, the box, it's a booster box. You know what I'm saying? People would want one. But for this price, it's pretty crazy. If it was at 190 at one point, it was literally at 195. It's gonna go down, guys. This box, I don't know. I may be wrong. I feel like it's gonna go down. So that's kind of my take for Pokemon right now. There's some cards that I guess you want to hear something, guys. You want to hear something. You want to hear how to make money. I think you guys want to hear that. Do I know anything that could make you money in Pokemon? Like, something? I don't know, to be honest. Um, Honestly speaking, I have no clue. I started in Prismatic Surging Sparks, but I remember getting this Pikachu. I don't know. There's some cards here that I don't know. I don't know what would be the plays, guys. I have no clue. I'm like uncertain. I just have no idea. But I do want to look at some of these older sets. I think that people are just still still going ham with these new stuffs. But sometimes you can find plays, you can find deals and steals. I do think that I think that buying booster boxes and doing staying the course like in 151 is gonna give you better returns in the long run than just trying to buy and flip stuff or buy singles, vice versa. But I think I think everything's cool. I think the monochromes. I remember wanting these monochromes. They're still pretty. They're still in price. They're still good in price. They still held up. Reshiram. I wanted this card. It was now at 320, 350. Now it's 350. 350 a card. Let's go. Do you want to buy Reshiram EX? I don't know. I don't know what would be the play, guys. But like I said, that's what I just want to talk about with you guys. Talking about the market right now. I'm waiting for Perfect Order, but as time goes on, I'm not really feeling that hype, guys. I don't feel the hype as I did with Ascended Heroes or Phantasmal Flames or Mega Evolution, for the matter of fact, guys. You know, I I felt a little bit more hype with White Flare, Black Bolt, and Destined Rivals. Journey Together, I didn't really like. I couldn't find packs any way of Journey Together too, so I didn't have that that hype, you know. But I do think, well, let's restart. Let's rewind, guys. Let's rewind and let's talk about how my journey so far is. So, when I got into Pokemon, I was in December. I got in December of 2024. Then in January, Prismatic came out and it was hype. I liked Prismatic. I liked seeing the Prismatic. My brother went to the Pokemon drop and he got some product. I opened some packs. It was cool. And but at the same time, this was crazy. Oh, crazy price. People were spending 100 plus in ETB. For me at the time was crazy because MSRP, right, is what, $160, right? Now these are at 200. So me at the time, I'm like, dude, people are crazy spending on this stuff. People are going ham with Prismatic. I'll remember going to card shows or the card show, and people were just shelling out monies for this. 15 a pack, guys. That was crazy. So I didn't get too much. I think I went and I think we were hunting and finding older packs, finding different kinds of packs of the older Scarlet and Violet eras, Surging Sparks, Paldea Evolved, and I opened there and stuff. Then we got to Journey Together. Journey Together was still a hype release set, and it was really, I liked it. I think people did buy it up, but then people were saying that it was not good, that it was bad, but the prices were still held up. So that's then. Destined Rivals. I was wanting Destined Rivals. It was super hyped. I liked it. I wanted to open it. I did get some packs. I think the release day. I don't think the release day, but I think no. I think I got some packs at a GameStop on release day. Didn't get anything crazy, but didn't get anything. No hits, but it was an awesome opening experience. And so if I was gonna find anything else, I would have opened it. I did find some packs in my previous videos, and I opened them, so it was cool. So I got my share of that. Black Bolt and White Flare. This set still hype, guys. It was still hype. The hype was there, guys. The hype is still here. Then we got to Mega Evolution. I was still even more hyped about this because new set, new cards, awesome stuff, wanted to chase, and it was hype. So the hype level is still at a 10, right? And we get to Phantasmal Flames. Hype level is still at a 10, dude. And I'm still hyped at the 10 mark for Phantasmal Flames. And I've opened packs. Oh, yes, the Bible. Okay. And then we got Ascended Heroes. The set hypeness still at a 10. I opened a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, guys, just to see what I could get. So 10 out of 10 hype. Now Perfect Order. Perfect Order for me. It's still hype, guys. It's still hype. Still at a 10 level, guys. For me, it's still at a 10 level, I believe. Even though I know it's not as a strong set, I think it's still a bit at that 10 level mark. Maybe, we're kind of at the peak. We're kind of at that plateau, right? We're at that, we're plateauing. We're at where we're at. this is the peak, right? And then this is the plateau, right? I'm right here. We were going up, up, up for these sets, and then now we're at here. Not that it's died down, it's just that, okay, I'm hype, but I'm still hype. But I don't know. But I feel like the consensus as a majority is that people might not want it, but the prices are still high, so it might be justified. People are probably going to still want this, and I still want it. So I'm gonna open it. But if I can find it at MSRP, if I can find it in stores, restocks, if I can get the booster box drop, I'm gonna go for it. And so, yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think about this. What have you thought? What are your thoughts right now on the Pokemon market right now as a whole? We have these little pockets of, bursts of liquidity, right? If you want to call it that, if you want to go technical, or there's pockets of hype, perfect order, running up, 151 running up. What's next? I'm like excited. That's why I like this hobby too. Is I'm excited to see what's the next change, what could go up, what it can go down, what's next. Um, Other TCGs have gone the same thing. One Piece, but One Piece is its own thing. I know the show. I watched the show. There's other sets too, like Lorcana, Magic, Star Wars, all these other sets that are cool. In my opinion, they have some cool chases, cool foil arts. So, like I said, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts and your next move in this space? Are you just gonna Are you like I mean, you could be a collector, you could be, someone who plays a TCG, so you don't really care. But what's your next move, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content like this. So, appreciate you guys, and peace.